They don't make them like Jawan Jennings anymore. He was the guy that had to dig Tennessee out of the negative yardage hole it was in. Speaking of the third Saturday of October back in 2018, where they had negative however many yards in the first quarter, so they had to dig their way out of that to just try and have some semblance of an offense in that game. I was there. It was terrible for Tennessee. Vols lost 58-21 with Jeremy Pruitt, Mr. Cornbread, at the helm for Tennessee. So not good stuff there, but Tennessee's well past those days. Although I do know, what's his name? Niedermeyer? Is it Brian Niedermeyer, who is down there in Tuscaloosa County as a head coach now? I'm fairly certain he got a job down there.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. And he was one of the big bagmen involved in that scandal. So that's Georgia and Alabama that have both committed espionage on Tennessee. Georgia with Derek Dooley, Alabama with Jeremy Pruitt. But now he's serving that show cause down there in Rainsville.
I think like Jeremy Pruitt's having like a Kenny Powers reboot or something, being a middle school gym coach or something.
That's about right.
Oh, I forgot about that. For some reason, I was still thinking he was with the Giants. I remember seeing that a little while back. Yeah, that's interesting.
He's like, all right, I got one more for you, timid kid. My dad said you ruined college football. You know what? I don't like you. And I got a feeling I'm not going to like you no matter how many pull-ups or push-ups you do. So anybody there's anything in class, aim for him because I ain't watching.
Well, you best believe you can't be like one of those kids like sitting in the corner of gym class if Jeremy Pruitt's your PE coach.
Oh, God.
There ain't no way. You're going to be running that pacer all day long.
No, it's that video of Two-A-Days, the MTV show that goes around of him where he's yelling at the kid right before he it cuts to him eating at that steak restaurant and not knowing what asparagus is.
A grown man doesn't know what asparagus is.
Yeah, no, you watch the video. He's just like, "What is that?" And then he somebody says asparagus because it was on his little SEC network. One of those graphics that they had for media days in 2019. And it just said, did not know what asparagus was. I don't think this was AI either. I think this was genuine. So,
wow.
Yeah, that some real high.
I am so sorry you had to deal with that guy as your head coach.
Yeah. No, that's a guy that I think was probably a what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought for a second.
He was a complete imbecile.
Yes, that's why he was sent up there. No, he was sent up there because all these Bama crazies want retribution over Philip Fulmer having a winning record against them. They tried to sue him, which, by the way, did you see that he's up for an award that could be presented in Tuscaloosa this weekend?
Phil Fulmer?
Oh, wow.
Yes. I'm going to have to pull it up. Again, my other boss, Dan Harrelson, shout out Vols Wire, had this earlier today with what's his name? Philip Fulmer is selected as a recipient of the Paul Bear Bryant Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, man.
Jackson hates Philip Fulmer. He hates Philip
Fulmer. I dislike the 90s very much.
Yeah. So, but he could potentially be honored down there.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it's like, it's fun. But I will say, the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry was a lot of fun in the 90s, and it's back to being fun in the 2020s.
Yeah, you needed that for sure.
I mean, because it was like, even though I hated losing and seeing Bama lose 2022, I was like, you know what? It's going to wake people up. The Alabama-Tennessee is back to being the awesome rivalry that it is. Because, like, all those people that were saying, oh, Alabama-Tennessee's not a rivalry. That's the same crap I heard about Oregon-Washington. Oregon-Washington's not a rivalry. But then Washington ended the losing streak in 2016. That's when people were like, okay, well, Oregon-Washington's a really good rivalry. Oregon, Washington, Alabama, and Tennessee are very, very, very similar in that regard. And I mean, there's like so many memories of the Alabama-Tennessee rivalry. Like, you got from Robert Nealon to Bear Bryant to Gene Stallings to Phil Fulmer. And, Kenny Stabler throwing that ball out of bounds on 4th down in 1965, making everybody so mad to the point that Bear Bryant kicked the locker room door off its hinges and scared the crap out of a sheriff. Tennessee knocking Alabama out of the national title race in 1966, basically with an Alabama 11-10 win, so to speak. And 1967, Tennessee ending the losing streak. 2002, Alabama ending a losing streak. 2022, Tennessee ending a losing streak. 2009, field goal block with the armpit.
There was a 6-3 game somewhere in there too that Alabama won in Tuscaloosa.
2005 CBS.
That Terrence Cody block game, that was my first Tennessee Alabama game as a fan, and I was 10 years old, and all I can really remember after the game was like my dad consoling me because I was crying like a little baby because it was my first heartbreak in a long list of heartbreaks as a Tennessee fan.
Yeah, no, there was more crazy stuff that happened after that.
Oh yeah,
two different things that happened the following season.
If Lane Kiffin had stayed at Tennessee, the amount of the last time we've had home uniforms on both teams was 1970, and
we need to bring that back.
And Tucker, you mentioned to me that Lane Kiffin won that, but Coach Saban didn't want that. It's like, look, I love Coach Saban, but come on, don't do that. I want to see both teams wear home uniforms every time they play one another. USC, UCLA do it. Why can't Alabama and Tennessee do it? Yeah. Alabama and Auburn did it, but I think the last time Alabama and Auburn did it was 1963.
I mean, fall colors on the 3rd Saturday of October. What gets any better than that? Yes. They definitely need to bring that back.
I'll say this too. Georgia and Florida did it for a while, but I think Georgia was tired of losing that they just changed it up and just started wearing white, and then they ran through Florida that year in 17, I think. So, but that was cool when it happened too. I like that matchup.
That explains why Jeffrey and I both really, I mean, now that's another reason for me to think the Georgia Bulldogs are turds.
Yeah. We don't exactly like the Georgia fans around here. The good news
I like the Georgia people at the Voice College Football. They're cool.
Oh, you like them. You like them, obviously. We all like them here, but
who doesn't? They're amazing.
But they are cursed against Alabama for some reason. It's kind of like what's happened with Tennessee.
Charlie Brown at the pitcher's mound.
Yep. It's bad. It's bad what's happened to them against Bama. But you know what? Somebody's got to keep them humble. Bama might as well do it, even though they're not dominant anymore like they once were.